Okay, so we're gonna continue on with the transformations, right? In this case, both of our transformations are inside parentheses. So what do? Which one do I start off with, right? So in this case, remember, anything inside parentheses is the opposite, right? So this minus 4, this one's an easy one, right? So you might think you're going left 4 units, you're actually gonna go to the right 4 units. So I'm gonna put here, right? 4 units, right? So could I take any of these answer choices out? Yeah, I could take out A and B, right? So now this is what we call a horizontal translation, not transformation, translation, right? So it's a shift, either left or right or up and down, right? And then over here, this 2, right? This one's what we call the horizontal, right? Because it's inside parentheses, horizontal dilation, right? This one's translation, right? Horizontal translation, this one's a horizontal dilation, right? So it's gonna be a horizontal dilation, and again, anything that's happening here, it's the opposite. With this, right, dilation, you're gonna turn that 2 and switch it into a 1/2, right? So that's what you're looking for. And the answer now becomes, which one is it, right? So the answer is going to be D, right? Because you don't really focus on this minus or this negative symbol. And horizontal dilation by a graph factor of 1/2. Yeah, horizontal translation by a graph by 4 units. Yeah, there you go. There it is. Okay, it says here that the graph of y equals fx, right, has a relative maximum at 5, 2, then the graph of y equals f, parentheses, x minus 1 plus 3 has a relative minimum at, so again, transformations, right, you have to consider this point. First number is x, second number is y, right? So what is this really affecting? Well, you have to go back, right? And think, inside parentheses, it's always horizontal, right? And because here we're gonna shift it either left or right, we call this a translation, right? Same concept applies here. This is a vertical translation. So now, this one's a vertical translation. It's gonna follow a regular procedure, right? Either goes up or goes down, right? That's vertical. Plus 3 means you're gonna go up 3 units, right? And this one, it's the opposite, right? Anything inside parentheses. So now, from here, right, horizontal translation, again, you think you're going to the left, but you're gonna go to the right 1 unit. So now, how does this apply to this, right? So, horizontal, you're dealing with quote unquote x, right? And then vertical, you're dealing with the y, right? So you can break this by parts. So here you have a 5 for the x, and since you're going to the right 1 unit, right, you're gonna add, right, 1, which is 6, right? And then over here for translation, right, the y, you have a 2, you're adding what? You're adding 3, which gives you the 5, right? And just double check, yeah, that's basically it, right? So what is the minimum, right? The minimum is gonna be 6, 5, and there you go.